Hello and happy almost January. I'm Heather with Heather Kristen, and I'm going to be doing the horoscope readings today for January. I'm going to be using two decks. The first is my own deck, the Sparkle and Shine Oracle cards. It's an app produced by Indigos. The second deck I'm going to be using is the Energy Oracle cards by Sandra Ann Taylor. I will have all the information to my deck. It is downloadable, and we can be downloaded either by the App Store, Microsoft. It's on across several platforms, and you can be downloaded via my website or from the Indigos website. So, as I usually do, I wanted to do an introductory reading to January, an energy reading to see how the energy is going to be flowing for the entire month, and then I will break it down into the individual horoscope signs. So let's start with the January reading. See what comes up. Already I can see it very energy very similar to this past month, at least what we need to focus on, and that being empowerment, empowering ourselves. And I think this goes into focusing on what we want for ourselves. Okay, empowering what is in our heart versus what we think we should be doing, what we think we should be feeling. Okay, cards. Year. Okay. Angel of Strength. Community. So in the Angel of Strength, I'm getting a lot of the same energy that I was just feeling. Empowerment. Empowering ourselves to stand up for ourselves, to stand up for what we want, to stand up for what we believe in, to stand up for what's in our heart. And you know, it doesn't even have to be standing up for ourselves against other people. It could even be standing up for ourselves with ourselves, if that makes any sense. Okay, in the temple path. Sorry, the light. The temple path. Okay. So as I was saying, for the Angel of Strength, it doesn't even have to be trying to convince other people that what we want in our heart is right. It could come down to just telling ourselves, convincing ourselves that it is okay to want what is in our heart. It is okay to follow our heart and not follow societal ideals, the ideals that we were raised with, expectations from others or expectations that we put on ourselves that have come from society or wherever. This could just be standing up to our own selves and saying, okay, listen, I need to get this out of my head that I have to do this, or I have to be this, or I have to experience this, because it doesn't match with what's in my heart. This is going to be, if you see the yellow kind of around her head and behind her, that's really connecting with what's in your heart and feeling the energy that you know that is right for you and following that path. And that could be a difficult one because it could be out of your comfort zone, which for most of us is not something that we really want to follow because it's hard. And stepping outside of our comfort zone is is challenging mentally, physically sometimes. So it feels as we're going into January and this new year, there are going to be opportunities for us to step outside of our comfort zone to create a much better, more heart-aligned lives for ourselves. Um, there are going to be choices, though, as with everything. Free will, we have the choice. And so the choice is going to be ours whether we want to follow those paths, take those opportunities, or we want to stay in our comfort zone. I would suggest taking the opportunities because that helps you grow, that helps you mature, that helps you get onto a spiritual path that's right for you. And speaking of that, the temple path, that's what came up as well. The temple path is what's in alignment with our soul, what's in alignment with the path that we came into this life for. And so this strength card is going to be the actions that we take to align ourselves with our soul's path and the path that we're here to do. Okay. Now the community card. The feeling that I am getting from this card is to not necessarily engage in community or anything like that, but is to avoid distractions. Step back from what you think you should do, what people might be telling you to do, might be suggesting you do. Like, remember I mentioned societal ideals when I first grabbed that card. It's to not be led down the path of following what you think others want you to do. Does that make sense? Do not let society, do not let people in your life try to convince you of what they think is right for you or what they think you should do. Follow what's in your heart. And that also goes for all the BS going on in the world around us, all of the political stuff, all of the COVID stuff. They are huge distractions away from our path and away from connection with source and the universe and, all the things that are good. Stay away from all of that. It is drama. It is a huge energetic distraction. Okay, so I think that's a good start as we go into January, get a little overview for you. And I am going to continue with the monthly readings. Hey Capricorn, happy 2022. Let's see what's in store for you for January. Okay. Community. Woman holding a heart. Man holding a heart. Interesting. Okay. Okay, give me a minute on this one. When I was shuffling, I kept hearing clarity and I was seeing white. So let me just figure out what these are meaning for you. Okay, so what I'm seeing is a differentiation between what is real and what is not. Okay, so this month, I think there's going to be some situations that crop up for you that are going to show you or teach you the reality of who people are in your life. Okay. it seems like there are some people in your life that are telling you or showing you something, but not all of them are honest about it. Okay. So, like, maybe someone in your life is showing you love or how much they care, but it's not completely honest. And this month, it looks like you're going to be able to find clarity on who the people are in your life that really love you and really care about you, and those who do not. Okay? Now, as you go forward and go through the month, if and when you find out people are not necessarily being as honest with you as they should, as the people who might be deceiving you as far as how much they love you or how much they care about you, um, if things do end or fall apart, just remember that you are still surrounded by love. Okay, you have a ton of people that care and love for you, care about you and love you, and those who do not don't need to be in your life. Okay, they're not healthy for you, they're not good for you, and it is just fine if they go their separate ways. Okay, um, it might cause you to doubt yourself, to doubt your lovability. Do not. Okay, if you start having anything that pops into your head that's okay, maybe I'm not lovable enough, maybe I'm not good enough. No, the when people are dishonest about how they love others, either they're being dishonest with themselves, or they don't necessarily have a full ability to love. It's about them and not about you. Okay, so if anything falls apart this month, relationship wise, or you find out people are being dishonest about how much they like you or care about you or how they're treating you or whatever, it's about them. Do not make it about you. Okay, you are perfect and wonderful just the way you are. Do not let their um, whatever's going on with them affect you. Okay, now I'm gonna get more because there's just something is missing. Feels like something's missing. Just this month feels all about love for you. Self-love too. I think self-love is going to be really important for you, practicing self-love this month. Okay, now cards are just falling out. Okay, I also got the Angel of Strength and the 5th chakra. Okay, that makes some sense. A little bit more sense now. Okay. Like I said, do not make it about you, whatever they're, these people who are not being necessarily honest with you or do not feel the same way, do not reciprocate your feelings for one another, which is totally fine. That happens all the time. It doesn't make anyone else necessarily a bad person. So, but the turning it around onto yourself and, I'm not lovable, I'm not this or that, or, good enough for that other person. In those feelings, if those feelings crop up, that is a major point of necessary healing. Your solar plexus chakra and something from your past lives, whatever it is popping up to be healed. Okay? So, this is a very important time to figure out what self-talk you have. If, as things progress through the month, if, relationships are iffy, or, you're self-doubt crops up and is, pinging for some reason or another, that is the time to sit with yourself and say, okay, why am I feeling this? What exactly am I feeling? Why am I feeling this? The why may be a big, long journey, but at least recognizing what you're feeling is going to be your key to starting the healing process, okay, which is going to be very, very important for you throughout the next year. Another thing is your voice, okay? I think your voice has been quieted by your self-doubt, and your voice is going to be very, very important to you. Your voice is how you create the life you want. It's how you live a soul-based life versus the ego-based life that is us in this human form, okay, and everything we've learned in this human form. Your soul-based life is what is coming from your soul, the spiritual life that you contracted to live before you came into this body. So your voice has been shushed because of self-doubt and apprehension. And so anyone in your life that may be causing you to question your ability to love yourself, your ability to see yourself as the beautiful, amazing person that you are, is creating this inability for you to speak your voice, to be the person that you want to be, okay? So take the time this month, maybe take a lot of time. When you feel self-doubt cropping up, sit with it, okay? Does it feel like it came from a certain place? Do certain situations continue to resonate with that feeling? It's going to be some self-discovery, okay? It's going to require some real quiet thinking to figure out where your emotions are coming from and how they're interacting with your mental processes. Does that make sense? The thoughts of how you are to yourself. Okay. Sorry, I'm stumbling for words. There's a lot of information here, and I'm just trying to find the best way to explain it. So I think the easiest way to go forward is pay attention this month. If people in your life are, causing you to question yourself, causing you to say, am I worthy of this? Am I lovable? Whatever it is. That could be bosses. It could be relationships. It could be friendships. It could be, hell, anyone you interact with in a grocery store. Someone could, be derogatory toward you. Online, online is like a cesspool for crappy people and the Karens of the world. And even a little thing, can sometimes cause me to question my judgment and myself. And so do not let those people affect you, but do take from it the question of, okay, why did that trigger something within me to feel bad about myself? Okay? So just pay attention to your feelings this month. Pay attention to how people might be causing you hurt, and start looking into the why. Okay? Okay, I think I've talked enough. Let's go take a look at my card. See what comes up for you from my card in my deck. Dark Night of the Soul. Oh, that's an interesting one. Okay, the Dark Night of the Soul is often a period of pain, of challenge, of a period of really forcing us to look inside of ourselves at something we need to heal. Okay, it's somewhat of an awakening. It could be something very traumatic. It could be something painful. It could be something that, you know, causes us to really take a good look at ourselves and how we interact with the world, how we treat ourselves, how we treat others, how we are with spirituality, how we connect to the universe. And it's some deep, deep, deep inner reflection. Okay, so don't be scared of that. It's yes, it can sometimes be very challenging, but overall, it is a huge period, generally a huge period of awakening. Okay, awakening you to something about yourself, something about life, something about spirituality. So don't be afraid. It's one of those things we all go through, and you're going to come out on the other side with a great deal more knowledge and a new path, a new view of things. Okay, so I am sending you a lot of love. If you need anything, I am always here for readings and help and comments, whatever. So sending you lots of love, and I will see you back here in February.